Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm looking at a seed SenseCAP solar node, a P1 Pro I think it's called. Looks like an awesome kit. So the reason why you'd buy this is, I've built many nodes in my life before, like this one, which is a Raspberry Pi node, or this node, which has got a rack whiz block in it. But if you don't have time to build your own node, solar node, you just go out and buy something like this. They're not that expensive. It's not that much more than building it yourself, and it looks to be an awesome kit. So I haven't opened it really. I just opened the lid to peek inside, but looking inside, what I can see is, of course, you get a little manual which explains everything. I'm not much into reading of manuals. And then this is the solar node itself, and I believe this is a 5-watt panel, so that's quite a big panel. And this guy actually has the batteries in already, and it's got 4 batteries in there. I'm not going to take the screws off on this video. I first just want to get it going before I screw it up. But you can see that it has a place for the antenna, antenna place, and then it's got 3 buttons, and I believe this one's power, this one's reset, and this is the Meshtastic user button. Then it's got some LEDs which all have a function, and then it's got a USB-C port right there, so you can connect it up. So that's that, and then it also comes with a few other things. I see there's some mounting hardware. It comes with this hardware, which is that you can use to mount it against a pole. So I'm going to go try and figure out how that all works. And then it comes with this mounting hardware, and then it comes with this mounting hardware. And it also comes with a little extension cable. So this extension cable, of course, we'll use to mount it properly. But let me get rid of everything here. And and also in the box, obviously, it came with a USB-C cable. There's that. And then, of course, it also came with a very nice antenna. And I believe this is a 2 decibel antenna. So before I assemble it, let's, and this is everything that comes in a box, but before I assemble it, let's quickly have a look at, the specs on the PC. Right, so what I can see is this is the P1 Pro, so it comes with a 4 18650 batteries and a GPS built in. The standard P1 doesn't come with those. I can see that it's a NRF based processor. It's a SX1262 and then the LK56. It's got a power supply, the standard 5 volt, 1 amp, and a 5-watt solar panel, and then these 4 batteries. So, that's sort of the hardware that it comes with. If I go and I just look at, this is what it looks like on the inside, and I just put this picture in there. As you can see, there's place for the 4 batteries, which the P1 Pro already comes with. And then here's a little board, and you can see it's a standard seed processor and SX1262 LoRa module. But there it is. It looks pretty neat. It's all done for you. You don't have to do anything. So this is, if you were to open it, it would look like that in the back. But we're not going to open it in this video. We're just going to assemble it. So now back over here. Now let's get our little manual here and try and figure out how this thing is assembled. and that's all in here. So what I can see is this is supposed to be, goodness me, how does that even work? Yeah, this is supposed to be straight. Why is that not? Oh, I think you can make it straight. Okay, so let's see. This needs to screw on the back there. That's what I can see. So let's get that done first. And that obviously is where the hardware kit. Oh wait, I'm missing a whole piece here. Ah, look at that. Ah, you see, you got to have all the pieces. I missed it again. So there's more pieces there. So let's see if I can get this, just the basics done. I'm gonna get my wife's screwdriver. In one of my videos somebody complained about my hardware, so I'm getting a special one just for you. This is my wife's screwdriver, and I am going to try and screw that on there. Whoever doesn't like my tools, there you go. I hope you enjoy that. And then of course the antenna screws on the back over here. Whew, there we have it. The reason why I want to get the antenna on there first is I do not want to start this unit without an antenna on. That is one of the most important things you want to do. You want to make sure that you have the antenna on before you turn the unit on. Let me clean the panel a little bit. There we go. Well, that wasn't too bad. I know now, you know, this goes on here, and then, you know, this straps it to the pole, you know, so, but, you know, for where I am at the moment, I'm just going to go with this. So let me see if I can turn this on. So I like it that the buttons are at the bottom. They're not at the top. So I'm going to hit the power button, or maybe the reset button. Let's hold the power button and see if anything happens. Nothing. The solar light is on, but the power button does nothing at the moment. I wonder if it is not too low on battery power. So I'm going to plug it in from the PC, and now you can actually see, you know, it's actually coming on. Right, I wonder if I take this out, if it, yep, it seems like it wanted that initial, you know, a power connection. So right, it's on. And it's got nice little covers here. We can see everything's looking good there. So let me get my mobile app out. Let me see, okay. The next step is, of course, I've downloaded the Meshtastic app. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to hit scan. And we can see up there immediately I can pick up a new device. So I'm going to click on that device, and it's going to ask, and I'm going to assume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the default pin. Let's see if that works. Boom, that worked. It connected. We can see there it is. It is a seed solar node. Battery is at 72%. If I click on it, let's see, it currently has 269, oops, that's a firmware, 269 it has on. I want to load at least 2715 on it. If I go in here and I go to LoRa, I have to select my region. So I'm going to select United States. I'm going to leave it on long fast. Batch frequency slot 20. That should read 906.875 like it does at the moment. So I'm going to hit save. So I went into a little cog over here. I went to LoRa. I chose United States. The unit is now going to reboot. So we'll wait for it to come back. We see it's back. So again, just to show what I did, I went into the little cog. I went to LoRa. I selected United States as my my region, depending on where you are. I'm going to leave it on long fast. I selected frequency, well, it was already selected, frequency slot 20, and it should read 906.875. So that's good. So if we look around here, we can see it's already got a GPS lock at the moment. It's giving us a height, and it is at 67% at the moment, the battery. So this unit is now ready to start working. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am actually going to go into the little cog again. I'm going to go into user, and I'm going to give it a name. And I will just give it my usual soft solar, and I'll call it SEEED, and I'll just leave it the same. So so now I've renamed it. So it should reboot again. Delivery confirmed. We'll see that it will take a second. And if I can look here, it says Versat, and we can see that it's down, it's rebooting at the moment. So when it comes back, we can see that it's reconnecting. And there it is. The solar node is now set up. If we go look at its details, we can see it's in client mode. We can see it's all its user IDs here. We can see that it's a seed SenseCAP solar node. We can see that it's currently on 269, the version number. If I look at, now, well, let's have a look at our position, and I'm assuming it's picking that up, and we can see there it's found it. That's in the area where it is. So it's GPS lock, which it doesn't have at the moment, but it should get it in a few seconds here. Since this has a GPS, it had it earlier, we'll get a GPS lock as well. So that's about it. After that, now it will start discovering new units. If I look here and I actually go to include unknown, we'll see a whole bunch of nodes it's already discovered, but it has not exchanged, all the details with them yet to learn who they are. These are still unknown nodes, but if I leave it just for a while, it's going to start filling in all the details of who these nodes are that it's discovered, and give it some details. Okay, before I go mount it, I just wanted to show over here, I actually had to loosen that little screw over there, and then put this on and then put both of them through. So that worked. That's great. And now this is ready. This is also, I mounted these on here. these guys, so they're ready. And now, you know, just this goes through there and around the pole, which I'll do outside. But then I thought, you know what, before I go stick it out there, why don't I just upgrade the software? Because it's going to bug me if it's out there and it's running the current version that it came with, which was the 2619. So I think it's probably best if I, no, it's a 269 is what it came with. So I think the upgrade procedure would be, you take a USB cable, you plug it in there, right, into the USB slot over here, and then let's go look at the PC again. Okay, looking at the PC, I'm going to go to flasher.meshtastic.org. So I'm in flasher.meshtastic.org. I'm going to select device, and I'm going to select seed, and here's a SenseCAP solar node. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to select this latest beta at the moment, 2715. It's currently got 2.6.9 on, but I'll put 2.6. I put 2.7.15 on there. I'm going to hit flash. I'm going to hit continue, and it's going to say, oh, it needs to enter DFU mode. So I will do that, and in the list, and now this is different on Windows, but on my on my device here, I can see there is ZAO boot. That is the device. If I unplug the cable, you'll see it disappears. If I plug it in, I see it appears. So that's the one I want to select. So I'm going to select that one. I'm going to try and put it in DFU mode. And what happens now is a little hard drive gets mounted. Open that hard drive, and we can see there is the current ZAO boot. So this again on my Mac. On a PC it would be another drive, you know, a D drive or an E drive would be mounted. So I'm going to download this file, and I am going to drag it onto this device. So there's my downloads folder. Here we can see it's the firmware seed solar node. I'm going to drop it on here. This is the automated stuff. I try and help, but we can see that it's busy copying it on there. It's copied it, and when it's done, it's going to auto eject. So it's going to do the update now, and we can see that it auto ejects. Right. So we're done on the PC basically. We've mounted the drive, we've downloaded the file, we copied it onto that. It's auto ejected now. So let's go look back at the actual app again. So right, I hit the reset button. We can see that it's rebooting, and it's come up. And okay, let's go look at the software, and now we can see that it is 2715 is installed. So after the flash, I just had to hit the reset button over there. So I can close this up now. So there we go, it's ready. This guy is ready and available, and it's still discovering new nodes. I'm going to actually now remove unknown. So these are now the known nodes that it's already resolved, and it's got 4 of them already. So now let me go put it on the roof, or on the pole outside on the side of my Wendy house, and see how it does. So bear with me for that for a few seconds here. Okay, to then wrap up the video, it's now out there and I'll show you some pictures of it being mounted out there. I ended up having to take one of those brackets off because the pole it goes around is a little bit thin, but I made it work. It could clamp on there, and it's decent hardware. I mean, this is not play stuff, it's real stuff. So it's on there. I'll show you the pictures. We can see that by now it's discovered a whole bunch of new nodes already. We can see that it has 12 satellites on it. It's 35 meter MSL. We can see it's 86% because it's in the sun now, so it's busy charging already. Like I said, I upgraded the version to the 2715, which is great. That's the latest version. It's very easy to do. And then, you know, here's its location. If we go out, we can see, you know, it currently draws a circle around the location. And how you set that is if you go into a little cog over here and you go into channels, and you see your long fast channel, and you see there's a little thing there that shows location is turned on. And here you can slide how close you want this. You know, at the moment it's at, so position is enabled. It will tell people about your position, but it's enabled for 1.8 miles and around you. But you can make that circle smaller, or you can tell people exactly where it is, or you can make that circle bigger. So at 1.8 miles, if you go look at the actual map then of where it is, if you go into it and you look at the map, you can see that it's put this green circle around it of where it is. You know, if we look at the map, we can see all the other nodes it's already discovered. We can see it's discovered a whole bunch of nodes already around me. There it is, C, D, B, A, B. That's the actual node. You know, its name is Vivsoft Solar Seed with 3 E's. And yeah, it certainly looks like a good piece of equipment, but yeah, it's looking good. I'm going to leave it up there for a few days and I'll report back on what I see. It really looks like a pro piece of equipment. I mean, I didn't have to do much. I really just installed the new firmware, attached the antenna, and put it up on the pole, and you know, it's charging and everything's good. So thank you. I'll do update videos on this node. This was just a sort of an unboxing and getting it going, but we'll do a lot more with this node in the future. So thank you for watching, and we'll speak again soon.